hanging out with us and he's joining us via Zoom. If you can hear me, Miss Edu, morning.
Good morning, Otemenka.
Where are you? Like, that's a good background.
I'm home.
Oh, nice. So tell me,
Thank
like,
you.
these days, what do you do? Just hang out in your house?
Yeah. I hung in my house. I go to the studio. Yeah, because my studio is quite a bit private. I work at Mix Station with Kwabena Kwabena.
Okay.
And then on the weekends I work at my lounge.
Nice. I see you've been getting yourself busy. So has anything changed? I mean, COVID is keeping everybody from doing the regular, but what you've just listed sounds like what you would have done even if there was no COVID.
The only thing missing in is the concerts and traveling and doing what I mostly do. I mean, all around the year. But then, all in all, I'd say we still do what we can do best to actually make things happen. So yeah.
How would you view the whole music industry? I mean, it's been about 4 months now since everything has become a bit different for us. How would you, if you were to measure what we've achieved, have we even achieved anything in music within the last 4 months?
To tell the truth, I don't think our industry was prepared or has been preparing itself for times like this. Because if you look at our digital platform and how it's managed and how we even go about data and everything, you cannot lay your hands on proper data or anything, any mechanism put in place to actually help any musician sit at home and be able to assess everything that we do. I know my other colleagues might have their own opinion, but everything we do is like an individual thing. It's like a collective kind of thing. And it's not like we're not together and we don't have anything. We all come under as an umbrella. So yes, it's been quite difficult as far as the industry is concerned. But individuals, I know everybody got his game going and everybody knows how to move around and do his things. So yeah. But then for the industry, I mean, if there is one, I don't think we have one. In my opinion, I don't think there's an industry.
So we didn't even have before COVID-19.
Yeah. So we are going on and on like that. And there's nothing like, as we speak right now, have you heard anything from the government or from any group which actually would say we are responsible for the arts and this is the measures we are putting in place to get artists to kind of get their works done here, done there, push it here on that platform? Have you heard anything like that?
Well, there are a number of groupings. I mean, we've got the Creative Arts Council now, at least. We've got music.
Did you say
You're
now?
A musician? Yes.
You said now.
We've had it for a while. Yes.
Okay, so now. You know what I mean? We don't wait for things to happen before we behave like we are trying to do something. I'll take a word from one of our ex-presidents. Say, if you pretend to be working, we also pretend to be paying you. We always pretending we are doing something, yet we are doing nothing.
Are you a member of Musica?
I would say I am a member, or I'm not a member. I have a membership card, but in a very long while I've not really paid attention to what's going on out there, because trust me, like I said, we pretend we are working, but we are not working.
We'll come back to this, but the whole idea of hanging out is so we can know you a little more. So tell me about where you grew up, Kwabena Kwabena.
Okay, I grew up at St. John's.
As in this Achimota?
Yeah, Achimota, Mount 7 area. That's where I grew up. Yeah.
Okay, and how was it like growing up in the particular community that you grew up in?
It was fun, I'd say. A lot of fun. There were lots of other estates around us. Tantra Hill is around us, CFC estates around us, and we had all kinds of, when I say all kinds of Ghanaian level of status. Let me put it that way. We have the estate boys. We have the ones who your papa your uncompleted buildings. Money. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
we had it all
so
together.
were you more of a
Dadabi?
Dadabi?
And yeah.
Were you more of a Dadabi living in an estate?
No. I wasn't a Dadabi. I was let me say a Dadabi with hard labor. Let me put it that way.
Okay. So at what point, did you pick up the guitar or music in those times, or maybe secondary school?
I picked up the guitar after secondary school. Matter of fact, I started with the drums. I was playing the drums a bit, and because of my love for vocals, I realized that playing the drums and singing at the same time, the drumming takes a lot of energy. So I switched to the guitar so that I would be able to do my vocals at the same time. So I switched to guitar after SHS. That was around 1994.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started playing. I had a friend. His name is Elias. Elias Vosa. Anyway, he is. Shout out to you, man. He's one of the guys from the beginning who actually made me love the guitar, because he always carried the guitar everywhere he went, and he was my friend. Like we always hang together. So he started teaching me bits, and then I also picked it up.
What kind of person were you back in school, secondary school? Were you into entertainment? Were you the guy who was always singing during entertainment?
Yes. Everybody in St. Peter's at the time, I say would not be surprised that this guy is a musician today, because I was that guy. Like, I'll perform for my class, I'll perform for my form, I'll perform for my house. So I was that guy, and I played volleyball for school too. Okay. I'm a good volleyball player.
So were you still doing the love songs? Were you singing the love songs to the boys?
No, you see, it's quite unfortunate why, I'm only noted for love songs, but that's okay, because I think most of my songs, or the greater percentage of my songs are love based, but it's because of the way we promote music in this country. You release an album and the radio DJs only play just like a song or two on the album. So at the end of the day, you are branded like that. But if we would take time to actually listen to albums, take time to enjoy albums created by artists, I believe we can understand their diversity and how diverse they can be. Let me put it that way.
Well, but you guys are also to be blamed here as musicians, because you release the singles, and so sometimes we don't, unless you get the entire album, what you put out yourself as in terms of to promote the album are usually singles.
I for one has always released an album after a couple of singles put out there. I think the highest number of singles I put out there before an album is like 3. Yeah, because my last album, Shese, right? I put out even 2, just 2, and then I put out the album. Had wonderful reviews. Big entertainment pundits in the country has actually, given a wonderful review to the album. But I hear a couple of songs. Yeah, I can say I've heard about 4 or 5 songs off the album. But there are other songs like Ephibia, like a song like what do you call it? You know what I mean? They are Obiasa. Sorry, I should say Obiasa. A song like Obiasa is one of the songs I coined for the youth of this country to actually pay attention to, because it talks about everything that we are going through as a youth right now in this country. But we didn't pay attention to it.
You mentioned that the last album, you were supposed to be working on something new, because it's been quite a bit, right? It's been a while.
Yes. Famisa is ready. That's the new album. It's called Famisa.
Okay.
Famisa.
When did you get the album title? Because I remember my very last conversation with you, I was trying to drag it out of you, but you insisted you didn't have a title then. So when did this one come?
Yeah. It came as a couple of weeks ago, because you realize that we are 15 years in the industry, and you know, it looks as if we have a difficulty appreciating the little somebody has done in this country. It looks like.
What makes
The
you
energy.
say so? What is it that you want to see that we're not doing?
It's not peculiar to me. It's not it's across board. Politics, sports, music, everywhere. Because I mean, if you could see behind me, I have a graffiti of a legend, Asamoah Gyan, on my wall.
Oh, I can see that just a little bit. Yes.
Yeah. And I celebrate this man every day because I'm a football lover. And I remember what he did for us at the World Cup. Even from 2006, the first World Cup we went in Germany, and then 2010. And what breaks my heart is 10 years on, I was on the internet, and I see people actually trying to remind him of something I can say personally that breaks his own heart up until today, because he would have played in a semi-final of the World Cup. And how many African players have played in a semi-final of the World Cup? So Ghanaians, let's ask ourselves, who wanted that better than him? We watching football in our homes, did we want it better than him taking that cake, which will get him in the books of the history? And I can understand Ghanaians because we don't respect anything. You know what? So we don't cherish anything. And that is the reason why when he missed the penalty, instead of us consoling him and trying to even console him out of the fact that he couldn't get a chance to play in the semi-final of a World Cup, which no African player has done before, we sat in our homes and we even tried to beat his mother.
So
we must be ashamed of ourselves.
I see you saying that we kind of dwell on the negatives.
Yes,
we remember
so when
the
it
negatives.
Happens to me, Kwabena, so when it happens to me, Kwabena, because guess what? There are so many people out there in Ghana. So it's okay. We must appreciate the little people do for this country.
So
the little we do for ourselves.
15
we must
years,
appreciate.
15 years, how many albums?
5 albums. Album number 6 is about to drop. It was because of the COVID-19, and things slowed down a bit. We were supposed to release in July. No, we're supposed to release in April, matter of fact.
Okay.
So we want to release. We want to release in August.
Okay, great.
We want to release in August. But we're releasing the full album from Issa. It's a 10-track album. So guys, check it out. Go on iTunes, go on my page, KBKB Music, on Instagram. It will lead you. I mean, there's a link on it to lead you to my iTunes. Right now.
I was just going to ask you, 15 years in the industry, how would you have loved that we see you or celebrate you or talk about you today?
The only thing that can define me is my music, because that's the only thing I'll say Ghanaians know about me. Apart from that, until I put myself or my private life out there, you wouldn't be able to know anything about me. So I feel that we should celebrate the good works we do or we put out there. It's very important. It's the only motivation you can give me. The only motivation you can give me is to appreciate the works I have put out there. And then I'll keep on going, because I'm a musician and I can only be a musician and an entertainer, I should say. So I want to entertain you guys. So support.
Absolutely. But Kwabena, you also know that for people like you, we call our celebrities, and people want to know a lot more beyond just the music. So every little thing that you do also becomes the news. So let's talk a bit about you as a family man. Let's talk about kids. Let's talk about, are you married, girlfriends? Because that's what people, beyond the music, people are also interested in knowing all of those things.
I tell you something. Once we can be about how Ghanaians, how we hold things and the space and everything and how we handle our things. So it's not even interesting to put out there your private life and things you feel you want to share with your fans. It's not even healthy, because we always are looking out for something that's going to make your family go like, what's going on? You know what I mean?
So I hear you saying that because of all the negativity, you don't even like to talk about your family.
I have 3 kids. I'm a single man. That's all I can say.
Are you looking though? I mean, once Kwabena Kwabena says he's a single man, everybody wants to know. So can I apply? Can I post you?
No, I'm not searching. I'm not searching. I want to concentrate on my career for now. And you know, there's a lot that I mean I want to do as far as my music career is concerned. I can say that you know, it's a time where I really need that kind of break. So yeah.
As in break from relationships, because if you say you're not searching, then it means that you're already occupied.
No, I didn't say I'm occupied. I said what I'm right now. I'm occupied with music. I'm occupied with. I have lots coming. And your COVID-19, like by now, I'm touring out there. You know. So,
okay.
So know, yeah, COVID-19 by all means a bit trim. So and we are still preparing with my band, the Protege, an offshoot of the Ohiabeya band led by Kwabena Kwabena. So. We're still preparing. We have a couple of virtual concerts coming.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the concentration.
All right, great. But you know, I can't talk to you without talking about recent developments. What's the relationship with you and Ahofe Patri?
She's an industry colleague.
Okay. Beyond that, there's nothing.
Nothing beyond that. Nothing beyond that. But we have a beautiful industry. You know, I talked to you about the industry. We have a beautiful industry where there's a lot that we need to do to actually get us all protected. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, so I call on all my colleagues out there. Yeah.
When like you hear people,
you're my colleague.
Yeah, I get it. But when you hear people say all sorts of things about you, I mean that you do drugs, you introduce people to drugs and things like that. I mean, like, you know, how does it make you feel, and how do you get people to actually know what is true?
That is an allegation. That's an allegation which is in contention. So let's not talk about that, because it's, you know how legal issues are like. So
you're pursuing this legally.
You know, this is what you call, it's a platform where you know, so things I'm doing, I can lay it out there.
Okay, I respect that absolutely.
Let me say that it's unfortunate that we have such a space where that's all we want to talk about. Who slept with who, and who slept behind who, and who went where. You look over our internet. Aren't we ashamed? Mama, you know, like this morning, go on our internet and look at the trends.
Yeah.
It's shameful. For me, it's shameful for me.
So let's talk about this album. And you said this album is hitting, is going out in August.
Yep. Famisa is going out in August. You know, and it's going to have a song like Voice Note. I've already released Voice Note, which is a single. Yeah, I've already released Tokro. You know, I've released two singles off the Famisa album. So Tokro is out.
Why do I always laugh when you say that?
Say that again.
I'm just saying, why do I always laugh when you say Tokro?
Tokro is whole.
I know.
Tokro. We see. What was that, Mama? Mama, you are an ever, right?
I am.
Yeah, can't Tokro ever. We say I want to learn that.
Okay. I'm minimal readily. Patrick, help me, my producer. Edo.
Edo. So when I say Edo, what have I said?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Ho. Okay, I just spoke English. Ho. Okay, let me speak Ghana. I'm taking krabu.
What is mounting?
Mountain Bepo.
Okay.
You see, once I catch us, our mentality and how we react to everything is the problem.
I know.
That is what the problem is.
Listen, I know all the angles. Me, I love you irrespective. So thank you for hanging out with us here on the AM show today. We'll look out for that album coming out and all the virtual concerts.
It's been wonderful with you, Mami. Thank you so much for having us. Hey, thank you, guys. Say hello to everybody. Thank you.
All right, sure.
And stay safe, guys. Stay safe. You know, let's all go through the protocol. I mean, whatever the president is asking us to do, guys, let's obey.
Oh, Kwabena, just listen. Kwabena, 30 seconds. Are you still into the politics in 2020?
I'm out of politics. Thank you.
Be my vice president. That's Kwabena Kwabena hanging out with us here on the AM show. Stay with us when we come back. Well, Listen, how about we introduce you to a few properties? Let's see if we can, or if you haven't been able to complete your house or bought a house, let's see if we can make some arrangements. Who knows? Before the end of the year, you could be in your own home. Stay with us.